Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders at Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and peace and salutations to the elect, the 1/3 that's pushing his truth in all truth and sincerity. To you brothers that say shalom, and shalom to you few sisters that's listening and learning. Okay, and I wanted to get into a lesson. Okay, I'm gonna get this article from RT News. Okay, and I'm gonna get straight into it. This is from RT News. It says Russia offers African leaders no strings attached business and protection from Western pressure. I'm going to continue on. Heads of African countries have flocked to Russia for a first of its kind summit where Moscow will be offering business ties and security arrangements alternative to colonial style relations with the West. Over the past decade, the African continent has become a battleground for geostrategic competition involving China, the U.S., and the EU, which compete with each for military assets, economic superiority, and soft power supremacy. Salakia. It says, and soft power supremacy. Countries like India, South Korea, and Gulf monarchies have interests in Africa too. So does Russia, which has the advantage of old ties in the region and touts itself as an ideology-free, pragmatic partner that wouldn't leverage its offers to extort geopolitical allegiances, Slovakia. And it says, we have something to offer our African friends. This in particular will be discussed at the upcoming summit. And of course, we aim together with our African partners to uphold common economic interests and protect them from unilateral sanctions, including by reducing the share of the dollar and switching to other currencies in mutual settlements, Russian President Vladimir Putin said in a recent interview for TASS. And I'm going to read a little bit more and I'm going to get what I had in the scriptures. Okay? It says, biggest gathering ever. With that in mind, the Russian leader will be hosting this week a two-day event. So like it says, a two-day event meant to further that ambition. The Russia-Africa Summit in Sochi expects over 3,000 guests, including 44 presidents and prime ministers of African nations. Okay, so you see now that Russia, is trying to do deals, with these so-called Africans, man. Okay, you see that they have a summit meeting, scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday, man. Okay, and when you look at Africa, Africa has it's an abundance of resources in Africa, man. Okay, diamonds, sugar, salt, gold, iron, cobalt, uranium, copper, silver, woods, cocoa beans, So we know it's plenty of resources that's in Africa, man. Okay, and Russia wants to do business, okay, with these so-called Africans, man. Okay, and another thing, about Russia, is that it has 65% of Russia's territory is covered by permafrost. Okay, and when you look into permafrost, okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Okay. Yeah, because 65% of Russia's territory is covered by permafrost. And permafrost is a thick subsurface layer of soil that remains frozen throughout the year, occurring chiefly in polar regions. Okay, so 65% of Russia's territory is covered by permafrost. Okay, so basically, what I was reading, okay, it was saying that exploration and extractions are expensive. Okay, but Russia, with their company Gazprom, they found 3 gas fields in Algeria. Okay, which is a so-called North African country. Okay, but the point is, you see that Russia is offering to do business and offering assistance to Africa, man. Okay, so let me get what I had. I'm gonna get this in Ezekiel 38. This is Ezekiel 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog. Okay, and we know that Magog is a son of Japheth. Okay, but these Russians, okay, are dwelling in the land of Magog right now, man. Okay, so we know that that's talking about Russia. Okay, where it says Gog. All right, we know it's talking about the Russians. Okay, I'm gonna continue on. The chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. Okay, and we know that Tubal is also a son of Japheth. Okay, and we know the land of Tubal, we know that's a region in East Asia Minor. Okay, which today is Turkey, man. Okay, I'm gonna continue on and prophesy against him and say, Thus saith the Lord Yahawah, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws. That's right. And we know that the Lord is stirring up the hatred in these Russians, okay, against America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay. And what are these Russians going to do? They're going to send ICBM thermonuclear missiles to America, which is Babylon the Great. Okay, that's what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to read this from the top again. This is Ezekiel 38, verse 4. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. That's right. All of them, will have nuclear capabilities. Okay. You're seeing Russia preparing for war right now, man. Okay. And who is going to be joined with Russia, man? Okay. We're going to get into it. Okay. I'm continuing on to verse 5. This is Ezekiel 38, verse 5. Persia. Okay. And we know Persia are the Iranians, man. Okay, we know that they're going to be joined with Russia to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, okay, to destroy this place. Okay, I'm going to continue on. Ethiopia, okay, and Ethiopia are the Cushites, man. That's the Cushites, okay. So just like what I was going into it, in the article, about Russia meeting with the leaders of Africa, okay, or meeting with African leaders. Okay, we know that these Hamitic nations are going to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, man. Okay, we know they're going to be joined with Russia. All right, so I'm going to read this from the top again. This is Ezekiel 38, verse 5. Persia, and we know Persia is the Iranians. I'm going to continue on. Ethiopia, and we know Ethiopia are the Cushites. I'm going to continue on. And Libya with them. That's right. It says, and Libya with them. Okay, and we know that those are the descendants of Put, okay, which are the so-called North Africans, okay? So we know that all of them will be joined with Russia, okay, to come up against America, which is Babylon the Great, to destroy this place, man, okay? So I'm going to continue on. Well, I read that from the top again. This is Ezekiel 38, verse 5. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Verse 6, Gomer, and that's talking about Turkey, okay? And we know that Turkey is an ally of NATO, okay? But they're going to end up turning against America, which is Babylon the Great, okay? And they're going to send ICBM thermonuclear missiles over here to destroy this place, okay? Turkey will be joined with Russia, okay? I'm continuing on. And all his bands, the house of Togarmah of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Verse 7, be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. That's right, and Russia will be a guard unto these nations, man. Okay, that's what's going to happen, man. All right, and what's going to end up happening? There's going to be 200 million missiles that's going to come to America, which is Babylon the Great, to destroy this place, man. Okay? But with that said, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders, that great millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to the elect, the 1/3, pushing his truth and all truth and sincerity. To you, brothers, say shalom.